The essential understanding for this lesson is: measurements in the same unit, such as inches, can be added or subtracted in the same way as adding and subtracting whole numbers. The measurement unit needs to be written with the sum or difference. Previously, students added and subtracted one-digit and two-digit numbers, and used customary and metric units to measure the lengths of objects. In this lesson, students apply what they know about addition and subtraction to solve problems involving measurements. This problem is key because students add measurements in the same unit, feet, to find the distance around the door. They are asked to write an equation to help solve the problem. Listen and look for students who add only the two measurements shown, 3 feet plus 7 feet. These students forgot to add the lengths of all four sides. Encourage these students to first label the lengths of the two missing sides. Guide students to see that the shape is a rectangle, so the lengths of the two shorter sides are the same, and the lengths of the two longer sides are the same. Listen and look for other students who correctly use addition to find the distance around the door. Each number they write in their equation represents the length of one side of the door in feet. 3 feet plus 7 feet plus 3 feet plus 7 feet is equal to 20 feet. So, the distance around the door is 20 feet. These students show that they understand that measurements in the same unit can be added in the same way as adding whole numbers. In other parts of this lesson, they also subtract measurements. This prepares students to use pictures and equations to find unknown measurements in word problems.
How do you know when to add or subtract when solving problems involving measurements? Think about this question during the lesson. The book is 9 inches long and 6 inches wide. What is the distance around the front cover of the book? The cover of the book is a rectangle. What does distance around mean? Distance around means the combined length of all four sides of the book. Why have only two sides of the book been measured? The other two sides of the rectangle are the same length as the two that have been measured. How can you find the distance around the cover? You can add the lengths of all four sides to find the distance around the cover. Find 9 plus 6 plus 9 plus 6. The distance around the cover is 30 inches. To show that the answer is a measurement, write the units you are measuring in. Now look at these measurements. How much longer is the teacher's arm than the child's arm? Will you add or subtract to solve this problem? Subtract to compare measurements. Find 66 minus 47. The teacher's arm is 19 centimeters longer than the child's arm. What other question could you answer by comparing the length of these arms? You could find how much shorter the child's arm is than the teacher's arm.
Now you know how to add and subtract when solving problems involving measurements.
I'm making a present for my mom. It's a picture of me. But I want to decorate the edges with ribbon. How much ribbon do I need? I know. I can add the distance around the picture. Okay, I measured it. The short side is 5 inches long, and the long side is 7 inches long. I know the lengths of the opposite sides on a rectangle, so I just have to add the lengths of the four sides. So 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 plus 5 more is 17. 17 and 7 more is 24. That's 24 inches around the picture. I need 24 inches of ribbon. And here's another question. How much longer is the long side than the short side? Ooh, this problem is asking me to compare, so I simply subtract the two numbers. 7 minus 5 equals 2. The long side is 2 inches longer than the short side. You can really solve a lot of problems by adding and subtracting measurements.